Oh my gosh, so cold in here. Put my scarf on. Now I'm gonna be nice and warm, right? This is foil though, right? Not really very warm. Oh, I know what I can do. I can keep my water bottle cold. Right? Right? If I wrap it up with foil, I can keep this cold. Mrs. Tomlinson, no. You need to learn more about insulators and conductors. And so do your students. Oh, okay. So here we go, guys. We're going to look at today's learning target. It is about conductors and insulators. Lucky us. I can explain the difference between a thermal conductor and a thermal insulator. That's our learning target today. So our first term is conductor. Say it with me. Conductor. This isn't a train conductor. This is a thermal conductor, and it's any material that allows the flow of thermal energy. Okay? Our second term is insulator. Say it with me. Insulator. It's any material that prevents heat transfer. Now, you might know these with electricity. There are conductors and insulators with electricity, but we are going to talk about heat, and we are going to talk about thermal energy, right? So those two things are really important today. So metals are good conductors. Like gold is an amazing conductor. Copper, great conductor. Aluminum, fantastic conductor. You guys saw this in a video yesterday, I believe. Liquids and gases, they're better insulators than solids. So wood is a good insulator. Plastic is a good insulator. Air is actually a really good insulator. So today, after you get done filling in your notebook and listening to this, you're going to watch a video. And down here on page 38, notebook page 38, I would like you to explain what materials should be used or could be used for cooking pan handles and why. So you have at least a sentence or two. And explain how winter coats work to keep you warm. Okay? All right, so you're looking at air as an insulator. We also are going to do notebook page 39 today. Let's see if I can get this on here just right. There we go. So we're going to start looking at the scientific method. And our learning target for notebook page 39 is I can write a hypothesis, collect data, and form a conclusion. So our first term is hypothesis. Say it with me. Hypothesis. Really, a hypothesis is just an educated guess. Take what you know, you guess what's going to happen, and then you tell why. Whenever you do a scientific method investigation, you have to look for a question. And so usually you're trying to answer some form of question. So today's question is, which insulation materials will best insulate a cooler? So if I gave you a cooler and said, or a cup and said, keep this cold, how would you insulate it? And so I'm going to have you use like aluminum foil, a cotton fiber, paper towel. You'll watch a video that gives you some insulators to look at, and you're going to watch how they insulate an ice cube on a hot plate, okay? And they'll melt, and you'll need to complete this table today. So before you do, though, please make a hypothesis. I think maybe paper towel will best insulate a cooler because, and then you tell your reason why. For a hypothesis, you start with the words I think, tell me what you think, and then you tell me why. Really important to tell me why. And don't put because I read it. Please put something about maybe the molecules are closer together or farther apart and therefore da-da-da-da. Give me some science. Don't be like, my mama told me, because your mom probably didn't tell you. And she probably knew the science, but you need to know the science. All right, so you're going to collect some data. You're going to finish this table, and then you're going to write a conclusion. Say this with me. Conclusion. A conclusion is really just the answer to the question. Today's question is, which insulation materials will best insulate a cooler? You're going to watch a video, fill in your data table. You will figure out which one keeps the ice colder longer, and then you're going to write the conclusion, which is the insulation material that best insulates a cooler is, and you'll choose one of these insulators to finish your sentence. All right. At the end of our lesson today, you'll need to take a picture of notebook page 39 and submit it. All right, if you're at home and you don't have the lab materials, of course, and we're not going to do this actually in science, so you'll need to click on the lab link, and then you'll need to either watch the video in the lab or use the data that's in the learning targets. Have an awesome investigating afternoon.